Yo, party people, what is up? Friday Night SmackDown and Rampage are over, as well as the countdown to Full Gear. And literally, the Full Gear countdown is starting now. It's literally less than 24 hours away. I am so excited. I know a lot of you guys are too, but don't worry, we're about to go over what just went down on SmackDown and on Rampage from top to bottom, start to finish. So get ready, because a lot of cool stuff went down. The newest episode of The Gift of Gabe starts right now. We're actually going to go in reverse order a little bit here, you guys, right here and now. We're going to start things off with what went down on Rampage. So, Ricky Starks advances in the tournament. He's going to face Brian Cage on 0 Hour of Full Gear tomorrow. It, unfortunately, the finals will not be taking place at Full Gear. It will be taking place this upcoming Wednesday on Dynamite. It turns out Ricky Starks actually did suffer some sort of legitimate injury that caused him to not be clear last week. But luckily, he is good. He was raring to go. He beat Lance Archer tonight. And the prophecy of absolute Ricky Starks getting the dub in this entire tournament and getting a world title shot like he deserves is still alive. He's going to beat Brian Cage. I got him beating Ethan Page on Wednesday. So give it up for absolute Ricky Starks, because he is going to win this whole damn thing. No offense to Ethan Page. If you end up winning, I support you. You'll still be great. But there's only one man who's going to win, and his name is, I'm going to say it again, absolute Ricky Starks. Alright guys, I don't know if a lot of you are really going to talk about it, because it was just from a backstage segment, but it seems like they're actually teasing 10 leaving the Dark Order, and I really think that's kind of stupid. I feel like that whole faction, that with Roosh and Jose the assistant, I feel like that should just be dead. Honestly, Andrade is suspended. Who knows when he's coming back? And Roosh he's somewhat carrying it on his own. Butcher and the Blade, sometimes they're around, sometimes they're not. Private Party and Matt Hardy are off doing their own things. The point is that I really don't think 10 needs to join with that group. The Dark Order is a way better group, and at some point they're going to be Trios champions, you guys. You gotta think about this. I think 10 staying with Dark Order is the better move here, but they actually teased it when he was like, oh, Silver, we're going to take care of this, and then he just walked off. I really don't think there's anything to gain from him joining Roosh and La Faction and go over Nable. I think it's just going to make his freaking career in AEW even worse, because I feel like that's going to make it more so he's lost in the shuffle. He has a better shot being with Dark Order. They have the brighter future, so, I'm just crossing my fingers. I don't know if really y'all paid that much attention to it, but I just want to say right here, right now, on this platform, please do not turn 10 against the Dark Order. Their numbers are literally getting smaller by the day anyway. Don't make it worse. Seriously. Alright, you guys, it's time for SmackDown. And boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about. First off, Ricochet and Mustafa Ali, pretty solid match to kick things off match-wise on SmackDown. And Ricochet advances in the WWE World Cup tournament. But unfortunately, he is going up against Braun Strowman next week in the semifinals. And I'm guessing Braun Strowman is going to end up winning this tournament. I said that a couple weeks ago. And he kind of reiterated that tonight when he went toe-to-toe with Gunther in a 6-man tag with the New Day against Imperium. So unless they're planning somehow for Ricochet to literally pull off an amazing feat, literally of David versus Goliath kind of Houdini crap, I think Braun Strowman's going to end up winning. Love Ricochet from the bottom of my heart. He's one of my dudes. But Strowman's winning this thing, and he's going to end up fighting Gunther. I think we can all see how that's going to end up going. But hopefully they make it entertaining, and Ricochet really puts up a good fight. Because, just because it's a big guy versus little guy thing, Ricochet's a perfect guy to still go out there and steal the show with Strowman as best he can. So, look forward to that next week. Okay, guys, so, LA Knight and Bray Wyatt. Larry said on the last week's episode that Bray Wyatt's first opponent was going to be LA Knight. Well, I was wrong. LA Knight's going to be one of Bray Wyatt's first victims. Good God. This man, Bray Wyatt, was literally about to just snap, and he basically did. Dude literally laid out LA Knight in the back and buried him under a whole bunch of, tower of crap that literally gave me Hell in a Cell 2019 vibes when Seth Rollins literally buried him inside Hell in a Cell. If you know, you know, because everyone knows at this point. Literally, LA Knight is so top tier screwed. I'm guessing they're going to end up fighting at Survivor Series. I'm thinking, but I think that's where we finally see, you know, the real new persona of Bray Wyatt in terms of, like, the evilness of, like, in, like, this new mask or whatever. They're planning, like, some sort of alterations, like, still for that. So, I'm guessing they're going to fight at Survivor Series, and we're going to see how that all plays out. But, dude, LA Knight is screwed. Love LA Knight, but his mouth got him in trouble, and his hand twice. So, yeah, good luck, bro. Rest in pieces, literally. Great news, you guys. Kevin Owens is back. Man, all the fear of the MCL sprain. Honestly, what kind of misinformation did we hear? I'm assuming I'm gonna like have faith in the like people who were saying this, but like dude was moving around like he was totally fine. Maybe he just avoided like even an MCL sprain because dude was on fire. He was strutted down to the ring all slowly, super kicking people, and then hit Roman with a stunner. So man, but that's the good news, guys. Bad news, Sammy is so screwed. My God, dude, when the pop when he came out was amazing, but then when he stared at Sammy, dude, so I see so many people there like, I got goosebumps. I did too, but I'm just like, oh my God, Sammy is screwed. What is he going to do? He is literally in the eye of the storm for Wargames, and it is not good. But guys, everything is now official. The Brawling Brutes, Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline. It's honestly going to be crazy. The Bloodline has no choice but to win, or else Sammy is literally screwed. I don't think he's going to get kicked out. I've said that multiple times, that I don't think he's getting kicked out before the end of this year. But if he loses inside of Wargames, especially with Kevin Owens in there, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I really think that might be where we're at the end and say it's going to get his ass beat. I get we all know it's coming, but god dang it, it's going to hurt. I might shed a tear. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing match. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be one of the top Wargames matches ever since like the 2019 like NXT Wargames. But man, God, Sammy's so screwed. The honorary Oos, what is he going to do? This is not very Oosy at all. Alrighty, party people. That is it for SmackDown and Rampage. Tomorrow, Full Gear is finally here. It is going to be awesome. Been looking forward to this for the last 2 dang months. It is not going to disappoint. Full Gear doesn't miss. AEW pay-per-views pretty much don't miss. It is going to be awesome from top to bottom, start to finish, from the first bell to the last one in the main event. And it's going to be the night where MJF gets crowned as the new AEW World Champion. And as I said, Regal's not going to turn heel. He could, but I don't think he's going to do it. So you guys are not going to want to miss Full Gear tomorrow and what your boy has to say afterwards, after the show. But until then, you guys, I hope you enjoy Full Gear. I sure as hell will. It's just the beginning of back-to-back weekends of awesomeness with Full Gear tomorrow and Survivor Series War Games after that. So enjoy the show tomorrow, guys, and I will see y'all afterwards. But until then, do not forget, when it comes to talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe. Peace out, party peoples. Full Gear!